Hello and welcome, my Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this full moon in Leo to new moon next in Aquarius, and a tricky new moon it is, but we'll get there. I am your reader, Markangela Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, the Archangel of Lyons, Markangela Lyons, but you can call me Mal. And so many of my dearest friends are Aquarians, really seriously. I've had a number of lifelong Aquarian friends in my life. So if one of them or all of them are watching, hi, I love you. I hope you are all doing well. We are doing an 8-card draw. What do I need read? 8-card draw, meaning one card each from 8 different card systems. We've got 2 healing systems, 2 tarot systems, 2 tarot decks, and 4 oracles to get you clues, tips, and hints about what you need for a specific amount of time. A waning moon in this reading, going from the full moon in Leo on Thursday, the 28th of January, today, right, at 2:16 p.m. At 2:16 p.m., but I looked up from the clock, it was 2:17, and I just finished doing my full moon work. It was great. Perfect timing, although I lost my cell phone earlier in the day. That's why these are coming out late. And boy, sometimes you got to be taken down to build back up. It wiped me clean. I turned my house upside down. I was out in the car the whole time. So that kind of day, I was like, Mercury's going retrograde soon, right? The 30th, and it's tomorrow. Well, the 30th, whenever you're watching this. I was like, oh dear, getting a little bit early, but there you have it. So let's get up in this gig. This is a general read. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs, because you might get different information about the same situation, complementary would be the best of all possible things, or about a total different thing you need to deal with this waning moon, full to new moon. Next, what you need to be aware of: to let go, to release, to forgive, to alchemize from lead to gold, shadow to light, pain to peace, all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to use these decks to do it. So all the decks that I read are always in the bottom of the description box. So if you're interested, there's some other cool links on the way down there, particularly if you want to book me for something. My info's down there, although the easiest is to find me on Facebook. We do everything through Facebook Messenger, video call. We can actually see each other face to face and have a conversation. That's how I prefer to do it. I cut my teeth doing that when I was 12 years old. I'm 52, right? It's what I'm best at, the one-on-one thing. But this is fun too. So that being said, feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath, if you will, along with me, so that we stay in the present moment and I can get you the clarity, guidance, and grace the best that I can for your well-being and the well-being of all. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, all that explanation just to get to that breath. Here we go. My collective pantheons of angels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, and the higher selves of all involved, please, one card in clarity for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the most dominant archetype, right? The soul power being developed within them, within another that they have to deal with, within a situation, all of that, some of that holographically, please. For this full moon in Leo, waning to new in Aquarius, their new moon sign. Oh, and I'll talk about that in a second, right? The thief archetype is what you've got here. Now, whether you're the thief, it's not that you are the archetype, it's that you're dealing with the archetype within your own energetic alchemy. Somebody else's are in a situation. This is, I believe, the action family of archetype. It doesn't come up all that often. But the shadow and the light. The shadow is what you'd be waning to go into the light. Lead has 3 more atoms than gold on the periodic table, so you are literally, in literal alchemy, no one's been able to pull it off, burn off, transform those 3 atoms, right? So a waning process, a letting go. The shadow attribute: stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. And I would, because I'm talking to an air sign here, underline that word think, that you think you lack. Because if this is not you, then someone is most likely trying to steal something from you that they think they lack. So that's an important understanding here. The light attribute, what we're shooting for here, sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. which is the truth of who you are, the wisdom you've gained, the love you have, the beauty that you are. Even your suffering has brought you great wealth in terms of wisdom, in terms of understanding, and perhaps even compassion. Not an easy archetype, right? Regardless of how that's playing itself out in a general read. Now, why I said that you know, the new moon in Aquarius is tricky. Yes, it goes today, right? The full moon Thursday on the 28th, 2:16 p.m., waning to Thursdays later on the 11th of February, 2:06 p.m. It goes new moon. It goes void of course, the exact same moment. It's like, it's like all that waning to get for a, you know, like unless you're not working with the lunar energies. If you are, I'm just saying as a witch I do, right? I really keep an eye. So I'm a Pisces moon, so I keep an eye on moon signs and phase changes every day. I have an app, iLuna. It's lovely. I'm not getting any kickbacks for that. So if you want to work the lunar stuff, you're looking at the moon in Pisces the following day, Friday the 12th, at 2:23 p.m. Eastern, just to give you coordinates. All right, healing with the Angels Oracle, Doreen Virtue. Please take a nice deep breath. See, I wanted to get through the explanation and I forgot to explain that. Please, my, there you are, my angels and archangels of air, my Raphaelites, please, one card in clarity for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm watching this video, getting this reading. What is the healing angel they most need to work with, call upon, study, fixate on fixed air signs that they are in dealing with this thief archetype? This full moon in Leo, waning to Aquarius, their new moon, January, February 2021, the guardian angel. So to call upon your own higher self is essentially what that is. Now we do have a deck, Whispers of Love, one of the oracles that will be the voices of the higher selves of all involved, fifth dimension and above, eighth chakra and above. And they give me this as a good metaphor. If you are doing inner child work, to your inner child you appear as the higher self, right? So there's always a higher self going all the way back to the grand singularity, the great oneness, the Tao, whatever you want to call it. As soon as you call it, it is no longer that, right? It cannot be, it's ineffable, right? So, you know, do some higher self work, call upon your guardian angel, or just play it as guardian angel. All right, higher self, pretend to be my guardian angel, because I might be a little too riled up if there actually has been some theft going on in my life. So I call you in. Now, the thing is, who's going to understand you better than your own higher self? Your higher self manifests souls. The soul that you are manifests and plays the role of personalities in human lives with egos, right? With positive, negative, all of that stuff contained, to give the higher self ultimately to be the repository of all the wisdom and experience that has come in. So no one's going to understand you better than your higher self, your guardian angel. The thing is, this is not my concept, all right? This is going back to the golden solar angels, not just of Solara, who I worked for in the 90s, how I lived through that. I have no idea of the angels now. But going back even to certain aspects of, I think, the Golden Dawn and ceremonial magic, where they called the golden solar angels the higher self. So there really is, if you want to go there, I don't know if it's liturgical context, but at least, you know, it's not a brand new concept. I'm sure if it goes back to one of those secret organizations, you know, like Golden Dawn, the Hermetic Order, this, that, whatever, Rosicrucians, you know, then it's definitely got some background in it that goes back centuries, right? If that's your thing. To me, all that stuff, it's algebra. I'm a witch. Oh, give me a handful of dirt, I can make something happen, or a whop, we can make something happen. So speaking of a handful of dirt, let's do the Crystal Oracle, Tony Carmine Salerno. Oh, I love this deck. It's been very good. I'm still, I won't say shocked, but surprised at how deep it is as an oracular system. So we're going to use this as the voice of Archangel Ariel, my personal archangel, because my angelic name is Elistariel, the shining star of Archangel Ariel. I didn't even know she was the Archangel of Lyons, and my name is Archangel of Lyons until about 10 years ago. I got the name when I worked for Solara in 1990 something. Yeah, Starborn, I worked for her. Ugh, wow, what a wild ride it has been. I'm old. I'm 52. I don't look it though. Thank you, witchcraft. Okay, so let's ask Archangel Ariel to angel, one of the archangels of the north, the powers of earth, and certainly the angel of nature. And why not rocks? Breathe. Oh, thank you. Oh, my beloved Archangel Ariel. I know it's been a day. It has been a full moon day. Please, one card in clarity for my beloved Aquarian, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm watching this video, receiving this read. What is the crystal oracle? The message in the book, the stone itself, their own interaction with the stone, all of that, some of that they need in tandem with the guardian angel, the higher self that they need in order to cope with, deal with, alchemize this thief archetype that they need to alchemize. This full moon in Leo, waning to new in Aquarius, January into February 2021, please. Snowflake obsidian. Oh, snowflake obsidian don't melt. Well, because it started off being melted. It is volcanic. It's magma. Snowflake obsidian. Yeah, no matter how crazy the days get, I have that genetic inheritance of a twisted sense of humor to get me through it all. Where are you? Snowflake obsidian. I have some around the house somewhere, I'm sure. Keywords: empowerment, protection, ideas, and I like this, talents. Empowerment, protection, ideas, and talents. You have so many wonderful inspirations, ideas, and talents that to date you have kept hidden, protecting and nurturing them within the fertile and loving landscape of your heart and imagination. Ah! And rightly so. For the last few years have been like an incubation period, a time in which you have subconsciously been collecting creative fuel to be used at a later date. I hope my friend Liz Valentine is watching. She's such an artist. This would sew up her alley. Well, that time has now come. You will soon begin to express and empower your ideas and inspirations as you discover practical applications for them in the physical world. So it's not just in the incubation stage of anything. It's like if you only keep practicality as the main ingredient, you're really not going to. Some things are not immediately practical, right? They find a way into the physical world, but a practical application is lovely. It is time for you to shine, so don't hold back any longer. Rock and roll. All right, so someone's stealing your intellectual property. Someone's stealing your ideas, stealing your thunder, your attention, your shine. Are you under the sway of a vampire? Who had the vampire archetype in this one? I know it came up in one of them. Libra. Another air sign had the vampire archetype in this position. So it's a good thing I'm a Virgo. I write this shit down for you. So look, snowflake. Yeah, of course, it's protection. It's so funny. I used to have a snowflake obsidian egg, and that's sort of like that gestation period, that sitting on your egg. Building creative fire. I love that. That metaphor is rather right on the nose, even though you're an air sign. So why not engage the higher self? So look at it this way. The inspiration is coming from your higher self. The guidance is coming, the how, the when, the where. If you knew how to do it, what's the fun in that? It's not really a game if you know exactly what to do in every twist and turn, what to do, particularly in the quantum field, which has near infinite probability in it in every moment. All right, let's get you some tarot narrative here. We've got one healing system and two oracles on the table. Let's do our tarot, right? The Daughters of the Moon for what you need to be aware of inside of yourself. The Mythic Tarot will be next for what you need to be aware of outside of yourself this waning moon. Breathe. Oh, yes. My goddesses of air and the sign of Aquarius, please, one card in clarity for the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video, right, receiving this reading, this transmission from on high through me, please, what do they need to be aware of inside of themselves? Chakra correspondences, heart, throat, third eye, crown, the yin world, the internal world, the personal level of power, the world behind their eyes, please, that they need to be aware of with this thief archetype in transformation, with their guardian angel's help, and with the snowflake obsidian, the protection to let their light shine and bring their creativity into form this full moon in Leo to new in Aquarius. All right, not bad. 3 of Wands, I'll take it. Loyalty, waiting, the creative process. This does take time, but also check your priorities. I recommend it a lot when this card comes up, when they flash it in my head. A book called In the Meantime by Iyanla Van Zandt. You know Iyanla. Iyanla fixed my life, right? It's like, Iyanla kick my ass is what that show should be called. I love her. She's great. I've never met her, but I just think she's amazing. What she's been through. You know what I mean? She says the priorities go as follows: God first, then you, then friends and family, then work. I've lived my life this way since when did I had it in hardcover, so that came out in the 90s, I'm pretty sure. The late 90s, early 2000s, whatever, I don't remember. Yeah. The 3 of Wands is certainly about waiting, but it's like, what is your priority order on this, right? Are you putting other people above God, whatever you want to call God? Every morning I do my prayers first. And I make sure I have my coffee, which sometimes I do the prayer and the coffee at the same time, right? Get myself together, check in with people, ask my friends. If I know somebody, I'll reach out, try and communicate with a few people, you know, online, whatever, make my connections, and then off to work I go. Get fatutzed and do these readings, take clients, and take calls throughout the day for people in emergency situations. That is what being a professional witch is, my darlings, right? And apparently you get 3 black cats with the package, with the employment package, or at least I did. So there is creativity building inside of you. It's a 3. It's a solid foundation. It's something you've made the decision inside of yourself in the 2. Figured out what you want. Now you're just sort of like putting it in process and waiting for things to fall into place on the inside. What's going on the outside? Breathe. Lovely. Please, my gods of air in the sign of Aquarius. 1 card in clarity for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. Please, what is it they need to be aware of, considering there is a thief or thieves in the temple tonight? Thank you, Prince. That they need to call upon the guardian angel, their own higher self, the snowflake obsidian they need, that protection to really gestate this and bring it into practical application, their creativity in here. They need to be aware that there is a timed process here with this 3 of Flames, and this is worth prioritizing somewhere within them, what it is that they are waiting for their loyalty put to. So what is it they need to be aware of on the outside? Chakra correspondences, root, sacrum, solar plexus, external world, physical power, literal level of power. This full moon in Leo to a waning new to Aquarius. Ace of Pentacles, new beginning, new opportunity. Here's your egg, man. Here's your egg, a fertile seed, a fertile acorn through which an oak tree may grow, shedding millions, if not billions of acorns throughout its life cycle. I got a lot of oak trees where I live. There are tons of acorns. I got some fat, happy squirrels here in Holbrook. The Hermit Witch of Holbrook, just say. So look, put your loyalty towards your own creativity coming into physical form. Now, this is a waning moon read, but this feels very waxing. But, you know, with that thief archetype, is there stolen properties or powers going on here? Or is that energy in the air and the theft hath not taken place yet, right? Stealing money, creative ideas. Creative ideas feels like that would flow with this. Or other powers you think you lack, right? Call upon your guardian angel, because this might be about you learning new boundaries, right? I'm not saying you don't have boundaries or healthy or unhealthy or any of that. I don't know you. I don't know who's watching this. But certainly, if your boundaries are secure, you know, got the Sloman shield on your auric field. Oh my God, that rhymed. That was so cool. I love my gods and my guides. I've got the Sloman shield on, actually, I sort of do, on my auric field. That was really great. Stitch that on a pillow. Somebody get Cafe Press on the phone. We need merch. Because in that, like something that you would bring into form. This is lovely. This feels really good. I love my Aquarians. Thank the gods. All right. Well, I think the worst is over. Let's see what we got left. We got 2 oracles and a healing system. We've got the Lovers oracle, which, you know, this may or may not have something to do in terms of romance. You're going to take it as it resonates for you. This really feels like creativity. And could that also be sexuality? Sure. It's all second chakra stuff at this point, particularly in the Three of Wands. So let's ask the pantheons of love, right? And these are not all about love, sex, and romance at all. They're all about love in one way, shape, or form. Also, Tony Carmine Salerno, who does the Crystal Oracle. Breathe. My angels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, and the higher selves of all involved in the pantheon of love. Please, can I have one card in clarity for this Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading? What is the Lover's Oracle message they need, considering they need to alchemize that thief? They need to call upon their own guardian angel, their own higher self. They need to work with that snowflake obsidian, right, for that creativity to be brought into form, to protect it, to keep it nurturing as it grows. They need to embrace that loyalty, that feeling that they have inside of them, that this is worth the wait, and to give that creativity, that whatever it is, for them attention, with that Ace of Pentacles on the outer, either some sort of opportunity to help them manifest this, or the manifestation itself in its early stages. What's their Lover's Oracle message this full moon to Leo? In Leo, waning to new in Aquarius. Why did I have a feeling, like, as I was shuffling, I was like, great, it's going to be like the sexual attraction card or something. Romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. Now, I know for some of you that's going to make sense in terms of something creative, right? In terms of something creative, like if you're writing about something romance, or you're having a romance with it, there's so many ways to interpret that, but they had to bring Cupid into it. That's arrows. Where'd he go? Oh, he's right there. I don't know if yeah, he's right there, right next to the rose, well, behind the rose quartz. Yeah, you can sort of see him, I guess. So how romance plays into this? I mean, with a thief. I mean, if some of you are romantically involved with somebody here and you're not the thief, I would seriously take a look. Unless this is really about, let's go back to that light archetype. Sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen, right? And if you see the thief is opening up his jacket and there's his heart, right? Look what I got. Oh, dear God. Flasher! Anahata Flasher. Anahata is the Sanskrit name for the heart chakra. Been flashed by his Anahata. Was huge. Cupid's arrow strikes. Romance. I gotta say that, particularly with your higher self involved here in this snowflake obsidian thing, yeah, that Three of Flames might very well not just be creativity, but sexuality and attraction. Just surprised it didn't show up in the tarot. I mean, maybe it sort of has. This loyalty then might very well be to a romantic thing that you might fear is being stolen, or the potential of it being stolen. So within yourself, at least, because what else do we have, right? Except that is what within ourselves to work with. Shed light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen, right? Because that's where your ultimate loyalty lies. And if that's your connection, your devotion to the divine, to God, to the spirit, to whatever you call your higher power, that can never be stolen. It doesn't matter what they do to you. That can never be stolen from you. With this new opportunity that maybe this is a romantic read. So the word romance does have to be in the title of this, which obviously if you're watching this, it is. Because there it is. It'll be a thief in romance with something else. With the candlestick in the conservatory. I did it. I killed Yvette. I hated her so much. But flames, flames, flames. The sides of my face. Breathe. Heaving breaths. Heaving breaths. I love you, Madeline. Breathe. Definitely part of my spirit guide crew. Speaking of higher selves, the Whispers of Love Oracle. We got that Guardian Angel card on the table, Aquarius. Let's see what they have to say. Nice deep breath, please. Okay, going up really high. The higher selves of all involved. 8th chakra and above, 5th dimension and above. One card in clarity for this beloved Aquarian collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Whew. Woo! Dealing with the thief archetype, the guardian angel, snowflake obsidian, loyalty, the three of flames. That could very much be that loyalty to this ace of pentacles, this new opportunity for romance, because Cupid's arrow strikes them. What is your piece of information, inspiration, or insight for them? This full moon in Leo, waning to new in Aquarius. That one. Love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving all of the wonderful things that life has to offer. One of the things that can't be ever stolen from anyone is the love that their higher selves have for them, because they are love. They are the holographic totality of the divine in one higher self, and there's an near infinite number of them. I'm sure whatever that number is, I have no idea. It's got to be a big one, I would think, right? How many higher selves do you need to run a universe? I don't know. Funny thing happened on the way to the forum. This is definitely, they're saying that regardless of what goes on here, if you are really afraid of this love being stolen from you, then it's really telling you what to do. Love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving of all the wonderful things that life has to offer, including the emotional experiences, not just the physical, the spiritual, as well as the mental experiences here. Love who you are. Now, I am going to say, if you are in love with a thief archetype, someone with the thief archetype, not just for a reason or a season, but a lifetime, like any of that, there is a lesson here that your higher self has. Like, you're not, I wouldn't think that anyone, even myself involved, you see, I haven't dealt so much with thieves. I've dealt with liars, right? Which is, I'm not allowed to lie. I'm really not. I took vows, to the best of my ability, right? But to speak truth with compassion too, not just to lacerate people with my inherited razor sharp tongue. This is really something that, I mean, this is such a general read. Like, this is why I like reading individuals. Like, because they're like, oh my God, he's the thief or she's the thief. No, I'm so, whatever that is. But your higher self says the same. It's so funny that sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. You have an infinite amount of love from your own higher self. And I know that may be called comfort now. But let's see what the mantra is. The last card down. We'll put this together because Cupid's arrow doesn't strike for naught, for no purpose, right? He's a divine being, Eros. Where we get the word erotic from, right? Oh, now I have Prince Erotic City come alive in my head. I'll take it. Breathe. Erotic City come alive. Come here, Ace of Pentacles. Take a nice deep breath. Yeah, last card down. All right, we're going soul contract here. Please, my ascended masters of soul contracts, rather than the General Assembly, although that any wish to involve themselves are more than welcome. Please, one card in clarity for this Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video, receiving this reading. Dealing with the thief archetype in themselves, someone else, a situation, all of that, some of that they need to alchemize from lead to gold, the guardian angel they need to call in, their own higher self, the snowflake obsidian they need to work with, three of flames, loyalty, they may have to really wait to see or make a real value judgment decision of where their loyalty is going to be here in terms of their own creativity and something that they've been wanting to manifest in their lives. And now an Ace of Pentacles opportunity comes, but romance, the Cupid's arrow has struck. So their higher selves are saying, love who you are. You're a divine and wonderful person, deserving all of the wonderful things that life has to offer. Please, my ascended masters. What is their perfect healing mantra? This full moon in Leo, waning to new in Aquarius. Unhooking the past, work. There is nothing to regret when I learned from my past. There is nothing to regret when I learned from my past. There is nothing to regret when I learned from my past. I hear you. Mercury is going retrograde tomorrow at the time of this recording. There could be somebody coming back. And you might have to make a loyalty call here, not just a judgment call, a loyalty call about where you want to put your fire, what you're waiting for, where doth the loyalty lie? Again, God first, then you, then friends and family, including lovers, including romance, and then work. I know you think I wouldn't get past number 3, but somehow I managed to get shit done, go figure. Unhooking the Virgo. It doesn't matter how many plates you give me, some may shatter, but I'll keep the majority of them spinning. Unhooking the past. There is nothing to regret when I learn from my past. When you unhook the past, you are able to see crucial moments for growth. One more time. When you unhook the past, you are able to see crucial moments of growth from fresh perspectives. Now, crucial moments of growth, those sound like fun, don't they? This allows you to see the mistakes of your past as catalysts for development, not as something you did wrong. God, that's hard. That is hard because that is the truth. This allows you to see the mistakes of your past as catalysts for development, not as something you did wrong. And look at how we beat ourselves up when we think we've done something wrong. And the ego is always ready to point out what we've done wrong, even when we haven't. It is an opportunity to see how your previous actions could have been better aligned with your highest values. Sure, that's a growth process. That's a learning curve. When you learn today the things you didn't know before, you're able to meet your current circumstances with renewed clarity, so the past can be unhooked instead of repeated. Sorry, little kitty cat was scratching on my chair. You can't come up, Milky, later. It's getting close to their dinner time. The herds are starting to gather. So that you don't have to keep repeating this. Maybe this is something. Maybe this is a Mercury retrograde, giving you the opportunity to redo this, right? This mantra is ideal for overcoming self-criticism. I've known Aquarians to be very self-critical, even if they don't voice it. Releasing shame would make sense. Guilt is I've done wrong. Shame is I am wrong. I don't know if that's true for every situation, but that's how I learned it, and it do make sense. And being more open-minded. Fixed Earth, right? Unhooking the past. I think I get an idea what this is about overall. It is a general read, but I will give the prayer as clearly as I can, a little blessing for you all, because I always do. Please take a nice deep breath. My pantheons of the divine. May the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need. This full moon in Leo to their new moon next in Aquarius, January into February 2021, that they may love who they are in the way that they need to, because they are a divine and wonderful person deserving all of the wonderful things that life has to offer, so that they may call upon their guardian angel that they need to connect with that divinity within inside of them, because a new opportunity that they need to address has shown up in their lives, and they can unhook from the past as a result of this, that there's nothing to regret when they learned from their past. Keeping that snowflake obsidian energy stone idea of protection and nurturing their own inner fire, their own creativity, their own ventures that otherwise might be stolen from them, even though there is a romantic, where did you go? There you are. Even though there is a romantic vibration to this that might be very tricky, particularly if in the past they have been stolen from a romantic entanglement, lesson, quantum, whatever, soul contract, so that they may heal and grow and shed light on the potential wealth within them that can never be stolen. That divine truth, that wisdom, that love, that power, that strength within them, that compassion, that divinity that manifests through their Aquarian humanity. Humanitarianism, compassion, creativity, genius, and rebellion, as Aquarians do for their well-being and for the well-being of all. So more to be. And so it is. It's waning moon reads. They're always intense like this. So look, if you liked it, If it resonated, give a thumbs up. If you want more, subscribe. If you feel like commenting, please do, because I do read the comments and appreciate it. Who's being afraid of something stealing? Because I don't expect a thief to come right out and say, yeah, I'm the thief, I steal. So if you feel like commenting, please do. Otherwise, really seriously wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this full moon in Leo. What's really been stolen is your opportunity for that new moon in Aquarius going void, of course, at the same time it goes new. I love you anyway, my darlings. Hail. Farewell and blessed, blessed be.